I'm showing you how easily you can make the viral thin and crispy style pizza crust that's made out of chicken. To blend together this easy chicken pizza crust, we're going to start by using a food processor. And we'll start by adding 2 cans or 20 ounces of cooked or canned chicken. And to help bind it all together, we're adding 1 egg and half a cup of some grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of some oil, and light olive oil is my favorite. And then I roughly chopped 3 cloves of some fresh garlic, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon salt, and a dash of pepper. And then we'll simply put on our lid and then blend this on high until it is well incorporated. And then halfway through, you'll want to take off your lid and then take a spatula and just scrape down the sides of your bowl, just to make sure it all gets well incorporated. And then we'll let it run again just for a few seconds. Well, that looks perfect. Now when it comes to forming your pizza crust, you can decide if you want to make one large pizza or you can make some smaller personal sized pizzas. And you can bake these in your oven or in an air fryer. I'm going to show you how I make a personal sized pizza in my air fryer. So I'll start by taking out my basket or tray so I can see how large my pizza can be. And then I have these parchment paper liners that are already sized for an 8-inch cake pan, and that fits perfectly. But you can also cut a piece of parchment paper to fit your air fryer. So next I'm going to scoop out about 1/3 of my pizza dough. And then I'll just start spreading this out on my parchment paper. And your chicken dough is going to be soft and sticky. And now that I have it pretty well distributed, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of oil to my hands. And then I can go in and just kind of press and shape my dough into a nice, neat circle. I like to leave it a little bit thicker around the edge just to make it easier to hold. But you'll want your overall thickness to be about 1/4 of an inch. Well, that looks great, so now I can put my tray back inside my basket and carefully lower my pizza down into my tray and put it inside my air fryer. And then I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes at 385 degrees in the air fryer. And then we're going to take it out, flip it over, and then let it cook for about another 2 or 3 minutes. Now you could also bake your crust in your oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. While the pizza's cooking, we'll go ahead and prep our Caesar salad. And I find it works best to finely dice the lettuce so that it stays on top of our pizza. So I'm just going to tightly roll up the romaine leaves and then cut some very narrow strips. And then I'll go through and cut down the middle a couple of times just to cut them into even smaller pieces. And then we can empty these into our salad bowl. Now we have 2 cups of shredded lettuce, and this is enough for about 1 of the pizzas. If you're making one larger pizza, then you'll want to cut up 4 cups of lettuce. Next we'll want to toss our salad in our Caesar dressing. And this is my very delicious and healthy cottage cheese Caesar salad dressing. And I've included a link to this in the video description below to my website to the very simple recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of Caesar dressing. And then I'll just stir that around to coat all the lettuce. Now I love the simplicity of a Caesar salad and that really beautiful green color, but I am always trying to sneak in a few extra vegetables when I can. I found these really adorable little baby cucumbers, so I went ahead and diced a few of them up really small. I'm just going to add those to the salad. And they seemed very fitting since they look like little tiny pepperonis. I'm also going to add some shaved Parmesan cheese, but I'm going to do that at the very end after we put the salad on top of the pizza crust. So now we can wait till the pizza's cooked in our air fryer. Our air fryer is done. Ooh, look at that perfectly toasted pizza. I'm going to take a spatula and very carefully reach inside. And then we want to flip the chicken over, put it back onto our parchment paper, and then lower this back into our air fryer. Now we'll put this back into the air fryer and let it cook for an additional 3 minutes or until the top is lightly toasted brown. Well, our air fryer just beeped, which means our chicken pizza crust is done. Spatula to carefully lift it out. And I'm going to flip it over so the crispier side is on top. Next, I'm going to bring in some more of my Caesar dressing and just spread that around on the top like my pizza sauce. That nice crispy crust on our pizza is going to love having this little layer of dressing. And then we simply add our salad right on top, bringing together 2 of my favorite meals, pizza and salad. And you can decide how high you want to stack it. And then I'm going to press it down a little bit just to help it stay together. And then we'll come in with our pizza cutter, cut it into 4ths. Oh, that looks so good. And then last but not least, we'll sprinkle on a little bit more of our shaved Parmesan, because you can never have too much cheese. And then you can decide if you want to eat it with a fork or like a pizza. I think pizza is calling my name. That is so good. That is fresh, messy, and delicious all rolled up in one. As soon as you bite in, you get that juicy chicken that's perfectly flavored with the garlic and the Italian seasoning. And then you get the flavor coming in from my homemade Caesar dressing. And then the crunch from those little baby cucumbers as well as the lettuce. And then getting the extra flavor from the Parmesan cheese on top just takes it to another level. And I love knowing that I'm eating something with clean, natural ingredients, which means I'm going to feel just as good even after I eat it. And I love being able to share these creatively healthy recipes so that you can enjoy them too. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen, and I've included a link to the full recipe, and it's in the video description below, which takes you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.